Hi, my name is Josh from ECE1, and today I have a question to ask you. Don't you hate it when managing your money is not complicated enough? So, the idea came about when I was just laying around on my bed, thinking about my poor life decisions like we always do, and then suddenly it came towards me. Boy, I suck with money. Oh my gosh, it's so bad that I had to eat bread for like a few months, and we had this Arduino project that we had to do, and we had to come out with an idea for it. So I was like, why don't I just put them together? Boom. Look at it. Look at what I've made. It's a mistake. The only thing holding it together is my hopes and dreams. And maybe a lot of duct tape. Oh my gosh, I swear it's none of them. So basically, the way this thing works, right, is that it's quite similar to a password on your PC. Like how parents keep the passwords from their kids so that they won't play Roblox 24/7. It has two input devices. The first one is the buttons here. It's kind of like a keypad on a ATM system. But the problem is that I kinda forgot to buy the buttons, so we had to use the two that we were given. But on the bright side, there is only two numbers, so it's even more suited for us children. When I was that young, I couldn't even count up to 5. So it's great, I guess. The IR sensor over here is placed at the top to detect when people put their hands nearby to put in coins into the piggy bank. So those inputs can be used into the program. So let's move along, shall we? So let's start talking about the code instead. So the first thing that happens when you start the program is that you're greeted with a menu. And the menu has 4 options to pick from. Option 1 is when you want to put in money into the piggy bank. First, it gives you a prompt to asking you to put in 5-cent coins into the piggy bank and press enter when you're done. Basically, when you put in coins into the piggy bank and press enter, it shows you the number of coins that you've put into the piggy bank. And this goes on and on for both 20 cents, 10 cents, 50 cents, and $1. And eventually, at the end, it gives you the total balance of what is in the piggy bank. Think of it as a budget coin counter. Option 2 is to change your current PIN password to a new one using the button system for the piggy bank. The default password is 121, and if for some reason you don't like it, you can change it. You're the boss here. But before you can change it, you need to input your current password via the keyboard. You only have 3 attempts to try this. If not, you're hit with a buzzer that might give you tinnitus if you listen to it for over extended period of time, and a red LED. And you're also locked out for about 30 seconds before you can type anything again. The third option is if you want to take out money from piggy bank. You gotta enter your current PIN number through the label buttons on the piggy bank. If you entered the correct PIN number, you are rewarded with the bottom motor opening and you being able to access your funds. But if you entered the wrong PIN number, you're bombarded by the red LED and that annoying buzzer. I swear, that buzzer has such a high frequency that it makes you question both your sanity and intelligence at the same time. And last but not least, the fourth option is just to update your balance after you take out the money from the piggy bank. By the way, it can go negative. I think the biggest challenge I faced in this project is the coding part because of the 2 input devices, the IR sensor and the button. Both of them work quite strangely in that it's not by how many times you press the button or how many times something is getting sensed by the IR sensor, rather it's how long something's in front of the IR sensor as well as how long the button is being pressed. So that made it quite hard to code. Although I managed to make it work somehow, it's running by a thread. Sometimes it's not consistent, sometimes it doesn't work at all, you get extra 1 or 2, but in the end, it kinda works, so I'm quite happy with that. Summing up, my product is kinda similar to a DIY piggy bank mixed in with an ATM. It's a product made for kids, by a kid who sucks with money. Anyways, I've got bread to eat. See you later.